Dann legen wir mal los. Der Luke hat mich vorhin schon genötigt, dass wir schon auch unser Spiel vom 5. Spieltag vorziehen. Das heißt, das ist jetzt schon mein zweites Spiel heute. Ich mit 19:7. Sehr punktearmes Spiel. Viele Interceptions auf beiden Seiten. Na, ja, das Spiel wird eigentlich immer nur schlechter. Die letzten Jahre, keine Ahnung. Verschlimmbesserungen, würde ich sagen. Ja. Der war gut.
That'll be taken in the end zone.
Nah.
And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Jo. Ist dir die Standardaufstellung nicht gut genug?
They'll throw on first down with Wilson.
Oh, yes! Mein Gott, war das Dusel, ey. Und Pech für dich. Unglaublich. Unglaublich.
Well, that's tough. You come in here, you dial up that pass play on the first play from scrimmage and get it picked.
And you know, coaches always talk about we prepare for every.
Das war jetzt, glaube ich, Robys 6. Interception in den letzten 3 Spielen. Der ist echt gut.
Instead, they throw a pick, and now they're behind the 8 ball on the road to get things going.
Ach, shit, was machst du?
On first down, Watson. And a catch made by Hopkins. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Opening minute, and already a trip to the red zone. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11th. And a first carry now for Hyde. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line.
Whew.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
Na, blockt er wieder nicht, der Sack.
Losing yardage to the 5. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Let's go, D. Mike 57. Get your swerve on. 57's the Mike. Watch 57. All you get is the head.
To throw is Watson.
No!
And that's going to be knocked
Gott.
away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
Not only was
Leider nicht, leider
about the
nicht.
execution of that defense right there. The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try.
Dann fangen wir mal so an.
There's nothing available there for him.
In the end, the opening drive, Charles does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
That's fielded in the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Not the way they wanted to begin things. You had the interception on the first play of the game. The good news, it only led to 3 points.
And remember our conversation with him prior to the ball game? He said they had something special designed for the first play.
Mach schon Lynch, der alte Hund.
Let's see if he can rebound from it and not let it get him down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's Wilson. It's
Oh,
shit.
shit.
And brought
Das
down,
habe ich
but not
verkackt.
before reaching the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson, and he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
I'm going to come back to you.
They'll toss it out to Carson.
Oh ja, genau.
After a gain of
Alter.
5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down.
Das ist ja wirklich
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even
sehr
on
realistisch,
downs.
wie der das
He
macht,
uses the
ey.
blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
On 3rd down.
Wir ändern da nichts.
And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard
Sind viel zu beschäftigt mit Geld zählen, was sie bei Ultimate Team verdienen.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the
Yep.
guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll try a little trickery here on the end around.
Metcalf.
Justin Reed, the safety, made the tackle.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Zebra. 41's coming. 41's in line.
On 2nd and 9.
Oh.
Wilson. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 26.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Trying to fit it into more, but it's intercepted. Bernardrick McKinney, the linebacker, picks it. Now he will be brought down, but he's got the interception on the final play of this first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing.
Oh, komm mal da.
Exactly. Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
Back to the air. Watson on second down. He finds Hopkins complete. He's got daylight. 30. 10. Touchdown, Houston.
Da ist einer hingefallen.
Hopkins. 77 yards.
Ja, du bist halt voll hingefallen mit dem letzten Mann, der noch da war. Ne? Das war halt
And sometimes those
das
slants,
Pech.
they can be so tough to defend after the catch. It just happens so quickly.
And really, what gets set up there is how quickly everything happens.
Schau
It's
mal.
out of the hands of the passer in a hurry, and he just takes it and goes.
And he went all the way into the end zone. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives. Wilson.
Oh.
It's out, fumble.
JJ! Wuhu! Was war das denn, ey?
A fumble return for a Texans
Unglaublich.
touchdown.
Das ist der zweite Fumble in 16, 18, 19, 25 Spielen, den ich habe. Wahnsinn. Das war übel. Das war übel.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kicks away following that fumble return. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're
You don't
down.
want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just
you
called
can
it.
go.
I think you just called
Der war schön. Scheibenkleiste.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle.
Da hat er ihn vollkommen überrannt.
82 yards as they are now on the board here in the first half. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions,
Alter, voll durch den Kicker geklippt am Ende. Hast du das gesehen?
the receivers, that meant
Wahnsinn.
fly route, go, look out.
Hab nur so einen Tackle gemacht
Just kept going all the way into the end zone.
und der ist eigentlich voll im Bein, ans Bein vom Kicker, aber der ist irgendwie durchgeflutscht, als wäre nichts gewesen. Dieses Spiel, ey.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now it's Watson.
Ah! Komm schon, Baby. Das muss schneller losgehen. Da habe ich zu spät gedrückt, ey. Da habe ich zu spät gedrückt.
Because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Watch the run. Mine's 54.
Now Hyde running right. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up.
Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. I'm on. Check 24. Check 24.
Third and long. It's Watson. And they're going to get this
Yes.
beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
Ooh.
They give him 27 yards on the third down conversion.
Die Hop ist einfach so geil. Ich verstehe nicht, dass sie den weggetradet haben, die Idioten. Das ist unglaublich.
So you got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike.
They'll run on first down.
Mein Gott, ey, die kommen da einfach nicht vorbei.
They'll get a couple up to the 44.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
This is it. Mike, my boy. Take me up. Here we go. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Motion. Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Time to go.
On second down now. Hyde. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at third and about 5.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on third down.
54 Mike. Check. Watch 54. Let's go. Over. Heavy, what you got, Heavy?
From the gun, here's
No.
Watson.
Uff.
Look at that, a diving catch.
Oh Mann, was war Dusel.
That'll get him the first
Das war
down. This will
Dusel.
get 9 yards
Dein
on a
Spieler hat die
perfect slant.
Route, die er laufen sollte, komplett gekillt, ey. Wahnsinn. Alter. Tja.
Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Give him 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Reset. 19. Watch the screen. Pass. Motion. 57's Mike. Mike 57.
I don't even know why this team showed up.
It's complete to Hopkins. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards.
Reset. 19. Here we go, D. Double tight, guys. Double tight. Out. 3 down. Out. 57's the Mike. Come on, D.
On second down, Hyde, and he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. That will be the first down pickup of 8. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Push him back.
Now Hyde. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
That's wrong. 57's Mike. Mike 57. Let him know, let him know. Let him know, let him know.
Now Watson.
No.
But it's incomplete. Quandre Diggs there defensively.
Brings up 3rd down and 3 yards to go.
Der war gedeckt.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, Watson. That'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Lamar Miller.
Das hat gut funktioniert. Hätte ich nicht gedacht.
And the Texans push further out in front. See, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there.
Oh, eine Sekunde ist noch übrig. Komm schon. Alter. Das muss doch nicht sein.
So with 1 second left in the half, is the field goal
okay.
unit. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2.
Dann eisen wir deinen Kicker nochmal.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the 3rd quarter.
Hab gedacht, du machst einen Onside-Kick. So halt.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the...
Carlos Hyde, see you later. Touchdown, Houston.
Da war dein Tackle leider ins Nichts.
56 yards. And the Texans push further out in front. And on that long run,
Bist du irgendwie an den Stick rangekommen? Dann machen sie immer irgendwelche komischen Bewegungen.
Because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead is now 24.
The Seahawks take over first and 10. Let's go! 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And their halftime hold now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
A pretty big opening there on first down. 8 yards.
Gutes Drawplay, da habe ich nicht mit gerechnet. Vor allem nicht mit Pro Size, ey.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. Pressure comes and Wilson's going to go down. The Clemson product, DJ Reader, got in for the sack.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle. And frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play action fake.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Wilson.
Na, shit. Da war ich allein gegen 2 und hab dann falsch getippt.
It's a gain of 15, first down Seahawks.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
On first down, it's Carson. The one that gets him down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Wilson to throw. It's complete to Lockett. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 44-yard line.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that.
Nice.
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Wilson, blitz coming, and down he goes.
Der wurde irgendwie gar nicht geblockt, sondern kam irgendwie direkt ungeblockt durch. Das war Tatsache. Oh Mann, ey.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Wilson to the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Now it's Wilson. Trying to lay one up deep.
Ooh.
And that will be incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
He's moving, boys, he's moving. 57 to Mike, 57 to Mike.
Again, it's high.
Oh, kommt er da durch, ey, leck mich doch am Arsch.
No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Texans on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Don't let him free. Play that 31. Don't let him free, defense. Switch. Jump up. 54.
Watson. He finds his
Yes, comeback route, baby. Woo!
Down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Defense wins championships, baby. Hey, get him, you got it. Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike.
They'll give to High. And he puts
Da
his
hast du die Lücke gerade noch aufgemacht. Sehr schön.
I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
Let's go.
They'll keep it on the ground. High.
Ja!
He'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
Yes.
4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Watch a slant. Mike's 57's right. He don't know no better.
They'll run on 1st down. High to 1st down and more. Carlos Hyde, see you later. Touchdown. Carlos Hyde, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as his guys continue to pour it on. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. Fielded about a yard deep. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
On third down, Carson. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
Nope.
Not at all what they envisioned on third down, 3 yards in the wrong direction. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll punt it away for the second time.
Oh nein, nein, ich bin so blöd. Ich bin so blöd. Ich drücke auf die falsche Taste. So ein Kack, Alter. Alter. Ich wollte einen Fair Catch machen, das macht man mit Dreieck. Macht er nicht und dann springt er hoch. Alter. Dieses Spiel.
And it's no good. No, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is.
Na dann, Glückwunsch, der Touchdown.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick.
Ah.
And the effort snuffed out. The Texans' hands team recovers. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
Immerhin hast du dich out of bounds gekickt. Bei mir gehen die fast immer out of bounds.
I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
You don't want to hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want it. Hey, switch gears.
On 2nd and 9.
Na Gott, ey.
And the Seahawks defense gets to him and they bring him down.
Na, so
Michael
klar.
Kendricks coming in to drop him. And here the pressure from the outside linebacking spot.
And normally when that happens and they're able to get home, that means the other guys on his team helped him out a lot. That they occupied people to allow it to be no less than a one-on-one situation allows him to get home.
Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans.
Mike 50. I'm coming after you. Echo. I'm coming after you. Hey, Mike 50. Mike 50. Check the outs. 20 points down. He's coming. It's a party now. Time to go.
To throw is Watson. Throwing on 3rd and long.
Oh, Mann.
Traffic and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs.
Das war so unnötig. Ah.
34-yard line. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other. But it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over.
Oh, jetzt komm! Das kann doch nicht wahr sein. Verarsch mich. Der Typ, ey. Meiner war genau da. Der hat dann keine Chance gegen Metcalf.
And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit.
Oh.
So now a 2-point conversion attempt coming for Wilson and the Seahawks. Now Wilson. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And the effort snuffed out. The Texans' hands team recovers. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, It was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. On first down, Hyde, and he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
No! Wo kommt denn der her?
The linebacker Bobby Wagner able to get back in coverage and knock it free.
But there's no trace of nervousness there. He was able to diagnose that play from his linebacker position, stay in excellent coverage, and bat the ball away.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Watson now to throw.
Oh.
It will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. Bradley McDougald that time able to knock it away.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
The kick by Fairbairn is good. And that will push this lead up to 20 now. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Fairbairn now, following the made field goal, he'll send this one away.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw is Wilson. Throwing again. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. Tyler Lockett was the target there. And now it's 3rd down.
Wäre das Metcalf gewesen, hättest du wahrscheinlich gehabt.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. One last shot for Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And that will write a finish to this ball game.
Naja, erste Hälfte war halt brutal für dich. Das 21:0, das war schon echt übel mit dem Fumble und allem. Mein Gott. 165 Yards. Jo, dann danke fürs Spiel. Und weiterhin viel Glück. Jo, bis bald. Und schon mal eine gute Nacht. Jo. 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 Jo, und ich gehe jetzt langsam ins Bettchen. Muss morgen wieder früh raus. Ja, ich werde es versuchen. Danke dir. Bis bald. Tschüss.